What's up team, it's great to have you. In this video today we're going to be discussing Adam Klink's insane record and my next big goal. All will be revealed. Just one quick thing before we start. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd appreciate it because it really does help out the channel. Anyway, moving on to the man of the hour, Adam Klink. He is the owner of a gym called CrossFit Krypton based in America. He's achieved a milestone recently in the CrossFit community. In one day, at 95 kilos I believe it is, so about 215 pounds, he managed to achieve a sub 5-minute mile running, and then the same day he managed to go and do a 500-pound back squat, which in English terms, and people who work in kilos, is 226, 227 kilos for the back squat, which is insane. This all came about in 2017 when Dave Castro, he's the owner now of CrossFit, because they had to have a big change in who the chief executive is. I won't go into it, but there was a lot of controversy with what the ex-CEO of the company said about certain events that are going on in the world. But anyway, Dave Castro is now the chief exec, I think, or the owner of CrossFit as the brand, because it is a brand as well as the sport. In the lead up to the 2017 CrossFit Games, Dave Castro had a discussion with Scott Panchik and discussed how it would be a good test of fitness, but it would be very difficult for an athlete to run a mile under 5 minutes and back squat 500 pounds in one day. And he thought it would be something that even Rich Froning might not be able to achieve. I don't know if Rich Froning's been able to do it yet, and he probably will go ahead and try it now. But Adam Klink, I'll put the video below, but he's managed to do that and smashed it as well, because he did 50 kipping pull-ups as well, unbroken, on the same day as well, because he thought he'd just chuck it in. To give you a bit of background on Adam, he's the operations manager, head coach at CrossFit Krypton, premier athlete all his life. He was a triathlete, and then he served as a goalkeeper for 4 years in soccer, and he did a sports management degree. When I look at this description, I think, well, I was a goalkeeper, I didn't do triathlons, but I was a runner, and I did do nutrition at university. Could this be, hopefully, me in a few years' time? It probably won't be. Then afterwards he found a passion for CrossFit, and he went on to compete in regionals. I believe he did 5 or 6 regional competitions when CrossFit had its old structure, but now obviously you have sanctioned events and the Open, which is what I eventually want to do when gyms properly reopen and when the Open is back. So Adam Klink said that he did this, obviously put it on YouTube and he put it on his Instagram, and it caused quite an uproar in the CrossFit community. So he got quite a lot of big names commenting on it. Nick Bear Fitness, he has a big brand, and Adam is actually sponsored by the guy who owns BPN Supplements, Bear Performance Nutrition, Nick Bear Fitness, saying, "You're an animal, but I'm coming for you." Noah Olsen, big CrossFit Games athlete, came second in the world last year in the men's. Congrats, Bucko. Not entirely sure what that means. Chandler Smith, let's go. Arms Hammer TV, hell yeah, that's incredible. Adam. Hunter Sheriff, who I think has got the world record for the workout Murph, 1 mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 bodyweight squats, 1 mile run. Nice. Sam Dancy, wow, great Christian guy in the CrossFit community. Josh Bridges, nice work, brother. Then quite a few people actually started to ask about how much running he did and how he was preparing for it. There was an interview I watched of him explaining about how he was doing it. He said one thing which was quite surprising to people was that his training volume actually wasn't as high as what people thought. I believe his frequency of back squat training was about 3 times a week, and he was running 3 times a week. Again, varying up the intensity of his workouts, doing some longer duration runs, some shorter ones, but again, very specific to achieving that sub 1 mile run. And then he was frequently squatting heavy, but then adding variances to his training. Didn't go into too much detail, but my prediction was that he would be doing not 100% maximal 1 rep max efforts frequently, but he'll be doing heavy 1 rep maxes, then doing sets of 10 as well. But just varying up his training a lot, but obviously focusing on progressive overload. So like 4 sets of 10, one workout, maybe 5 sets of 2, another workout with a longer duration rest time, and just continuing to do that along his normal CrossFit training, which included metabolic pieces and EMOMs, but also alongside his running training. Now you're probably wondering, why on earth, Albert, you're talking to us all about this? I wanted to highlight it because it's a big thing in CrossFit, and obviously I'm more transferring to CrossFit now because I'm really enjoying it alongside some bodybuilding training, and it's something that I want to do one day. And obviously part of my Christian journey is including CrossFit, Christian, fitness, faith all together, and this is quite a big thing that's happened in the CrossFit community. So it's good to tell you about it, about how he's done his training, so you can think about how you can apply some of his methods to your own training if you have certain goals you want to achieve. But now for the big goal that I want to set myself. I want to make a big impact in the CrossFit community. I'd love to be able to compete eventually, but I feel like a goal is attainable for me to try and beat what Adam KLINK has done. I know it's a big thing to say, so I'm not saying it in an arrogant way at all. It's a challenge that I'm going to set myself, and I'm really hoping that I achieve it. I'm going to do everything I can to achieve it. So in one day, he did a sub 5 minute mile, and he did a 500-pound back squat, about 226, 227 kilos. I've got so many flies around here. At the moment with my training, I did a video recently where I did an army fitness test, and part of the test was a 1.5 mile run for time, and I did that pretty much about 80-90% effort. I did 1.5 miles in 6 minutes. So if I think about this, my back squat, when I previously did a 1 rep max, that was at the gym before it closed, before lockdown, I managed to achieve a relatively comfortable 160 kilo back squat. I haven't squatted heavy in a fairly long time. I've been able to squat 130 kilos for sets of 10 to 12 at the equipment that I have. I haven't been able to go any heavier. So my prediction is when I go back to the gym that I'll probably be able to still do 160. Might have to build up to doing that again. But if I want to achieve what Adam KLINK did, I'm going to try and set myself the goal of getting 227.5 kilos, even 230 kilos, to make sure I get over that 500-pound back squat. But that is probably 60, 70 kilo jump from where I am at the moment. That's quite a big thing I need to do. But the challenge I want to set myself is in one day, a sub 5 minute mile, if I could, a sub 4 minute mile, a 500-pound back squat, the 50 kipping pull-ups that he managed to do, and a sub 90 minute half marathon. My 12-mile run PR recently, I'm on course, and I didn't get the next PR I managed to do on camera, but I'm definitely on course to getting a sub 90 minute half marathon. And my 1 mile time, I'm pretty confident I could get below 4 minutes. 5 minutes I definitely could do at the moment. The back squat obviously is the main thing I need to improve on, and my kipping pull-ups. That's the only thing really. I can only do a few in a row, and then it goes to pieces. So that's the thing I need to work on. But I know if I dedicate time to it, I'll be able to do it. This is the aim that I'm going to give myself. I want to say it now, and because I put it on YouTube, I know that I'll commit to doing it. And I'm going to take you on that journey with me. Guys, thank you for watching the video. There is a day of eating coming up in the next video because you guys asked for it. So stay tuned for that. Thanks again for your support. It means the absolute world, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay big.